Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. Throughout this game's relatively short life cycle, we've discussed a lot about the game. Everything from these small multiplayer maps to, skill-based matchmaking, the AI debacle that's been happening as of recently, and everything else, right? We've talked a lot about Black Ops 6, and I won't lie, a lot of it has been negative, thanks to the shady shit that Activision is pulling in the background. Well, today I wanted to discuss one aspect of Black Ops 6 that is almost universally loved. Even with the honeymoon phase being over, fans are still raving about zombies, because this is hands down one of the best experiences I've had in COD in a very long time. I think the biggest thing about zombies that makes it fun is it actually feels like I'm playing a game. It's a game and it's fun. That's what it really comes down to, right? There's no matchmaking algorithm to hinder me or make me have good games or bad games on a whim. There's no skill-based damage or massive packet burst that just seems to come and go. Zombies is just good old-fashioned fun, and I think that's why so many people are flocking to it this year. Now, of course, Treyarch had to do their part. Obviously, fans were going to try out zombies. Fans wanted an escape from skill-based matchmaking and all the nonsense in the multiplayer. They had to deliver, but boy did they ever. 2 maps at launch, 1 new map with Season 1. The game isn't even, 2 months old yet, and we have 3 zombies maps, and they're all incredible for different reasons. Before launch, Liberty Falls was being bashed by the community because it was revealed at Call of Duty Next, and during that presentation, it was just so bad. It was the worst way to reveal a zombies map, essentially. It didn't look like much of a zombies map. We had small town West Virginia. The town is just mostly gray and kind of lifeless. We had a Warzone UI with armor packs and damage numbers popping up, health bars above the zombie's head, and of course the minimap. Fans were justifiably upset by all this. It looked like we were essentially getting Warzone zombies once again after dealing with that previously during Modern Warfare 3. Well, this wasn't supposed to be Modern Warfare 3. This is Black Ops 6. It's going to be a return to form. It's supposed to be like zombies used to be back in like World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, or even Black Ops 3. And what we saw just looked like Warzone zombies on a smaller map, though thankfully looks can be deceiving, because when we got our hands on Liberty Falls, fans were happy to find that the map does actually play pretty well. The UI got cleaned up a bit, and there are tons of options for fans to customize their experience. Me, for example, I turn off damage numbers and health bars because I don't like the way that they look, and it makes the experience a lot better for me. The map is pretty straightforward. It has so many little Easter eggs for you to do and find and play around with, whether it's the zombies rave or the bowling event, and the main quest is relatively straightforward and approachable thanks to directed mode, and overall it's just a really good map, especially if you're newer to zombies. I think what Treyarch did with the launch maps was pretty brilliant. Liberty Falls is a more casual, friendly, get your feet wet kind of zombies map that's also incredible for farming camos and challenges, and then Terminus was the quote-unquote real zombies map, and Terminus is such a vibe in this game, man. Dark, stormy island, creepy atmosphere, lots to explore, islands to get to, and a much more challenging Easter egg and main quest. Giving players this kind of choice at launch was an amazing idea. Having 2 very distinct but good for different reasons maps was a huge win for the player base. 2 maps at launch means that fatigue is going to take longer to set in, and there are countless little side Easter eggs and things for you to do on both of these maps, and the zombies themselves are actually a pretty decent challenge when you get to round 31 and above. This is the perfect balance of challenging gameplay while also feeling incredibly casual and laid back, which is something that the Call of Duty multiplayer used to be like, but of course you guys all know what happened there. Terminus is a fantastic zombies map with an incredible atmosphere, and then we got Citadel with Season 1, and I can't begin to tell you guys how much I love playing on this map. It's got that creepy atmosphere like Terminus does, but for very different reasons. It's still daylight out, but we're set in this castle, and the further down you go in the castle, the creepier things get. The main quest is incredibly fun to do. The swords were a really neat idea for wonder weapons, though it does look like they could probably use a bit of a buff in the future update. Regardless, they're still really fun to go for. They have really cool animations, and just overall, Citadel is such a fun and enjoyable map to play on. And I want you guys to take a note here, ladies and gentlemen. This entire time, I've only been talking about the maps and the vibes and some of the aspects of the gameplay. I have not even mentioned the incredible progression that we have in Zombies this year. You guys know me, I'm all about progression. That's what makes video games fun for me, and Zombies does a great job with that. The Nebula camo grind can be tedious, like 2,000 headshots on like every single gun in the game pretty much. It's one of those things that I'm not really grinding too hard to get. I'm just slowly going through it as I'm doing everything else. There are so many challenges in Zombies that have you trying out different ways of playing, And like I said earlier, when I'm playing zombies, I feel like I'm actually playing a video game compared to the multiplayer where it kind of feels like I'm playing in a casino. You have all the different guns to play with, you have the challenges, the ammo mods, the field upgrades, walking that line between upgrading your armor and your weapon rarity and pack-a-punch, and then you have the augment system. By playing the game, you slowly go through and research every single perk, field upgrade, and ammo mod within zombies, and by doing so, you unlock 6 augments for each thing, and you can equip 1 major and 1 minor augment to change up how that item works. Doing this adds so much progression to the game, and it also gives you this sense of leveling up and getting stronger like you would in a classic RPG game. My character right now, for example, is infinitely stronger than he was when I first started playing zombies, because now when I get Juggernog, it stuns enemies when my armors break, my PhD slider makes me super slide past zombies, my Deadshot Daiquiri makes it so I do double damage to full health zombies, and I can also take out armored enemies easier. There are so many different augments to try and research and mess around with, so you can really tailor your setup to your particular challenge or your particular playstyle. And like everything else in zombies this year, this system is so damn good. Now, it wouldn't be Call of Duty if there weren't a bit of controversy. I do know that some people, when they play zombies, they don't like the armor system. For example, they don't like that. They don't like that you can start out with any gun you choose. Some argue that gobblegums are too strong, but for me, I kind of like them. It really just allows me to change up the gameplay and do different things. Like, each match of zombies feels different than the one before it, and I really like that, though I understand not wanting to have armor or a starting loadout or anything like that. I think it would be great if Treyarch were to add a proper classic mode to zombies, where people would go in and they don't have armor, there's no armor on the walls or anything, you start off with a pistol and you have to go through and get everything else, no gobblegums or anything like that. And if I recall correctly, there were references to a classic mode within the game files, so maybe that's something they're going to do in the future, maybe that's something they're saving for COD 2025, I have no idea. But we do also have the entire AI debacle with reportedly the entire zombies voice acting cast leaving due to their contracts and the lack of protection they had against AI, so it will be interesting to see how Treyarch handles that moving forward. It's not like it's Treyarch's fault or anything, it's Activision and Microsoft wanting to be greedy and the voice actors having none of it. So now Treyarch is in this really weird spot where they have this zombies mode, which is incredible, but the main characters within that mode are going to sound different moving forward because Activision and Microsoft are just a bunch of greedy fucks. Like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see how things play out, but ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for this video here today. I teased in a previous video that I really can't say enough good about zombies this year, so that inspired this video here today. Honestly, I've been playing so much of it since I hit Prestige Master and I got Dark Matter. I still dabble in the multiplayer, but I think for myself, and I'm probably speaking for a lot of you out there, zombies is just a really fun place to go where you still level up, you're still doing challenges, you're still prestiging and working on your guns and everything, but you're doing it in an atmosphere where the game doesn't feel as much like a casino, but rather it feels like you're playing a video game which was designed to be fun, not something that's designed to punish you for playing it too much or getting too good at it. I would love to know what you guys think about zombies so far this year down there in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.